My name is Tim Enthoven. I live and work in Holland, and I'm an artist. I work in different disciplines. I make graphic novels, etchings. I work in illustration, and I published 2 books. One is called Binnenskamers, and the other is called The Tiny Tim. I did the book during my study at Design Academy Eindhoven. I started to approach graphic novel or comic with I tried to approach it with a blank view to see if I could use what I learned as a designer in order to create my own language. Part of it is autobiographical, but the work is a construct. So during the work on it, the story got its shape, and in drawing and writing, both the writing and drawing influence each other. So there was a certain point when I came to a certain story. I created all the visual or part of the visual elements for the book, and that was the context of the story for the story to grow. I also wanted to design or incorporate the book design, so the physical design of the book. The cover is completely black with just really sharp white lettering. You can see through the paper, kind of. So you see the lines that are on the next page and the page after while you're looking at the current page. That's why I spent quite some time in the printer shop to see the whole process and to decide on what combination of inks that would be used. The new book is called The Tiny Tim. It's a book version of The Tiny Tim, and it's called The Tiny Tim, The Early Years of Tim Enthoven, and covers the years 1994 till 2003. And it contains a number of projects, small booklets, and these projects are all projects I did as a boy or a teenager. This is The Tiny Tim. And for example, there's one work I did as a 9 to 8-year-old, which is a gateway or an archway of all my classmates at the time. So when I had to go, it was installed in my boys' room, so when I had to go to sleep, I had to walk underneath this archway of my classmates every day. There's Sailor's Masturbations. It's a collection of drawings I did on a reefer. I drew pornographic imagery for my colleagues on demand, and this is the series of images or drawings I was able to retrieve after a few months. So this is the series I did for Ben, and you can actually see something like an emotional story in the process. So I started with these, and these are not that intimate. These are just the drawings they would order as guys joking, and they would become more and more their personal fantasies. This guy, Jacob, he gave me a portrait of his girlfriend picture, and he asked me to integrate his girlfriend into the drawings. This series is called Girls, or Four Loves, and these are the girls from my childhood, from my youth, in full height, so they are life-sized. So this is actually about 150, and this is Cindy. So this is Cindy as a siege tower. This one. Often when you hear people answer the question of what their biggest sin or worst quality is, they give an answer that's actually a good quality as well. So they might tell you they're impatient, but it also means they're not lazy, and that's always something that's remarkable. You rarely see people confess an actual sin that's without a good side. I think I can be very impatient. Our hands are